Hi, I'm Sam Bullington, and I'm a gender studies professor at the University of Colorado. Since there have been a lot of responses to my ad that are in contradiction to basic facts about the science of gender, I just wanted to clear up some common misunderstandings. Did you know, for instance, that 1 in 1,500 babies are born with bodies that aren't easily classifiable as male or female? Although we tend to think that everyone has chromosomes, hormones, and genitalia that all match up, this is not necessarily the case. Your assigned sex does not always tell your complete story. Although there are many biological factors that determine a person's sex, the sex listed on a person's birth certificate is assigned based upon visual inspection of the genitalia. However, 1 in 1,500 babies is so noticeably ambiguous in terms of genitalia that a medical specialist is called in. Many others have atypical combinations of biological traits that aren't immediately obvious, often not presenting themselves until adolescence, such as DNA mutations or deletions that prevent the onset of puberty. Such biological complexity is actually quite common, about as common as having red hair, yet most people have never heard of intersex. Although we think that humans come in only 2 varieties, male and female, this is not actually the case. In our chromosomes, we come in XX and XY, as well as other combinations, such as XXY, which is 1 in 1,000 births, according to Brown University. In addition to babies born with ambiguous genitalia that is visually obvious, many others have internal sex organs that include both ovarian and testicular tissues, or can be male appearing on the outside, but female appearing on the inside, or vice versa. Some intersex folks have genitalia that look strictly female or male, but during puberty have hormones released that don't necessarily match their genitalia. Sometimes a person can live their whole life without ever discovering that they're intersex. This is normal human variation. Just strictly based on nature and science, human bodies are on a spectrum, similar to the rainbow spectrum of colors that we see. According to Brown University, the total number of people whose bodies differ from standard male or female is 1 in 100 births. That is extraordinary. There is no science that supports the belief that humans come in 2 and only 2 categories. Medical response to intersex people has recently been changing due to the simple acknowledgement that our biology is not just as black and white as we have been led to believe. While some intersex conditions do cause medical problems that must be addressed, being intersex itself is not a medical problem. However, many intersex babies are still frequently given invasive, traumatic, and damaging surgeries to try to force them into a binary world. Such surgeries are done to make genitalia appear to be more, quote, normal, without regard to biological functioning, frequently leaving individuals with lifelong medical complications and loss of urinary and/or sexual functioning. In addition, the lack of consent involved in such medical interventions, as well as the societal secrecy around the existence of intersex folks, has left many intersex people with burdensome feelings of shame, isolation, betrayal, and anger. Medical protocol regarding intersex individuals is now shifting away from the traditional concealment-centered model to a more patient-centered model based on honest sharing of information and full consent for medical procedures, especially not removing healthy tissue from someone's body until they are at an age where they can decide for themselves. If you would like to learn more about intersex people's lives, I highly recommend the excellent documentary called Intersection, www.intersectionfilm.com, and that is INTERSEXION. And for other resources, see the Intersex Society of North America, www.isna.org.